Alright, so I was about to sit down and start doing testing on the boards, and I still have actually only done one board, and I've already made improvements to the process. First improvement was actually putting the board back into the top half of a shell. I found one where I was using it to test out the LED lit backlit logo, so I wasn't going to use this for anything ever again. But I was noticing that, you know, with just the board laying on my mat, a lot of pressure was being put on the hue card pins that were underneath these pogos, and also the heat sink that's still attached to 7805 was actually come up here and touching something. I may have actually ruined this board because all I'm getting is black and white video out of RF right now, so I may have to mod it for composite output. And of course I had this dangling around, which could be dangerous, and switching out the hue cards was just, you know, putting a lot of pressure on different areas of the board. So this is going to make it a little safer to use. I'm going to get the slider switch back on there too, no big deal. And then one of the big things I noticed was what I'm going to do is actually use an alligator clip to come in here and short two of the pads together, because running back and forth to the soldering station to solder a jumper and then go back and solder it to the other side just seemed like a lot of work, you know. And this worked perfectly. Now at first I could not get any pressure on the two whatever you want to call it, teeth onto the pads, so I had to go back and mangle the rest of the teeth on there, so that I've just got two on the top and one on the bottom. That way I just got 3 teeth, and whenever I put it down on the pads I get good continuity. That works perfectly. And then let's see, one of the other things I thought of was, why not go ahead and leave the Japanese or the American hue card in there and go ahead and test all of the PCBs, you know, with that one, and then change the card, then go back and retest them all, you know, with the other set of pads shorted for the other region. Seems logical to me. And one of the complaints that I've had so far was when Myro sent me all my boards, they came packed like it was one package of 4, and they were like sealed, heat sealed that way and that way. And you know, it seems like an okay idea, but then I've got to cut them out just so I can reuse them. So especially down the middle, I've got to cut right in the middle of that heat seal so that I can reuse one little package for the board when I go to send it out. And the way they did it, some of these, it doesn't leave a lot of package left, and I'd like to fold it over and tape it down whenever I ship these out, so that way I have a anti-static bag, or a static dissipative bag, or whatever you want to call it. So it just seems like maybe a lot of the money I spent or sent them to package or whatever was spent unnecessarily on this. I would have rather just had smaller bags, you know, individual, or even just stack the PCBs together. They didn't need to be this overly packaged. Oh, and there was 2 bags of 4 double wrapped in bubble wrap. I was like, come on. You know, it's a simple board and a simple circuit. It just didn't need that much effort put into it. Well, with all the improvements, that actually wasn't too bad. I didn't calculate how much time that actually took, and I didn't take any video of cutting the individual packets out of the quad pack, or however you want to call it. They put those together. I did have to end up modifying the test unit for composite and stereo output, because I was just getting black and white on the RF, and I just wanted to be sure, and you've seen it worked fine. So they're ready for sale. I'm just waiting on my guy to set up the website, and once that's done, I'll put links in the description of this video and the last one, I should say, of me setting up the pogo pins and stuff like that. So yeah, thanks for watching.